5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there, everybody. We are the Boneheads. We're a group of paleontologists and paleo nerds in general, and we like to talk about dinosaurs and other things inspired by dinosaurs. Today, we are going to be breaking down the new trailer for Walking with Dinosaurs 2025. As for who we are, I am Dr. Dino, or Doc for short. I'm a paleontologist working in the Badlands of Wyoming right now, getting ready to excavate a few sites, so I'm pretty excited for that.
My name is Dominic Peary. I was, possibly still am, an intern at Harvard, the Harvard's Museum of Comparative Zoology. Hopefully this year. I don't know, as all hiring processes are paused. And I've technically been accepted, but technically the answer I've been given is, I would like you to come, but I have no idea. So, yay! Yeah.
And lastly is...
I am Gojira. I am a master's student at the University of Bristol, and I am currently working on my thesis. Got some interesting stuff going on. Stuff I can't say, but interesting stuff nonetheless.
Yes, we're all really excited for what he's cooking up. And we'll be sure to tell you all about it when we can. For now, though, we do have something we can share with y'all, which is the new Walking with Dinosaurs. So let's get that started. We've all already seen the trailer,
Yes.
so we're not going to react to it. We're going to be going through and pausing when we have something we want to say. So please bear with us. Please watch this trailer yourself before watching our video, then please come back. You can find it on the BBC Earth channel or just on the
Base BBC, I believe I've seen a bunch of people re-upload it. There have been a bunch of other paleo people reacting to it. This is probably the biggest thing since Prehistoric Planet, right?
I mean, like, Jurassic World Rebirth has been pretty big.
That's true.
That's true.
All right. Anyway, getting started. Seems we're opening up in the Badlands somewhere. I guess it'd probably be somewhere in Montana.
I would assume.
I think I'm going based on some stuff because there's been an article posted that I read that gave more information. I think this is Hell Creek. I don't know what they're digging up here. I think it might be actually, if we can play, let's see the bone they're digging up, actually.
Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. Music might be cut out here. Those look kind of like some ribs to me.
They do look like ribs, but they don't look like big ribs.
They look like tiny ribs. Maybe maybe
that-
fossils.
Or that could be a pelvis, I'm not sure.
That's odd, yeah.
We should probably bring up, there are going to be humans in this, apparently. It's not
I'm
going to be
fine
in
with
the...
this.
I am
It's
not
not going to
fine
be...
with this.
It's not going to be in the exact same style as the original Walking with Dinosaurs. It's going to be a little
Which we have contentious opinions about. So to
I
speak.
think it's fine for science
I
communication.
think it's bad for Walking with Dinosaurs. If it's an original documentary, by all means, but for Walking with Dinosaurs, I want to be, Walking with Dinosaurs, not Walking with Paleontologists.
Well,
I don't know. I think it'll depend on how they handle it. I'm okay with
because
it. Not
in my
against it as a
opinion,
concept.
if the way they do it is basically they tell the story and the story's not interrupted at all, basically they have like the talking heads at the beginning or the end and be like, we found this thing, or at the end explain the science, then I'm really fine with it. If it's like down periods of the story, they like intercut with why we chose this, blah blah blah, that's fine. My issue is that if the story goes second, because the Walking with Dinosaurs, the most important bit is the story. So if we get to parts where the story is being interrupted by talking heads, then that's hurting science communication, because the normal people watching this, and especially us paleo nerds, won't care.
I.e. Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah, Dinosaur Planet's a planet dinosaur. Because Dinosaur Planet's, in fact, talking heads are only very sporadic. Planet Dinosaur is my issue, where you're like halfway through a hunt, you'll get a zoom out and a weird dumb photo of an Allosaurus's skull and be like, guys, Allosaurus is cool, it did a hatchet bite, and then it zooms in and it just plays the same clip 5 times to explain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But anyways, let's continue.
Yes.
I don't know, actually.
Okay, so
these.
up on some Astarchids.
I would assume Quetzalcoatlus or Inferno Dracon.
From what we understand, these are yet unnamed Azdarchids from either, I forgot, Horseshoe Canyon or Huitlacopipi. I think that's how you pronounce the formation. I might be wrong. That are based on literally only tracks, so we have no idea what these are.
Okay, and we do know we're going to be in the dinosaur park, right?
Yeah.
Two. I think two places in the dinosaur park for 2 different episodes.
Ooh,
Which
okay.
isn't a choice. I don't know why they did that, but
Yeah, I don't like...
I mean, the thing about the dinosaur park formation, it's different from top to bottom. There are different faunal assemblages, but I do
The
think
issue
it's
is-
weird to do them.
It appears that the fauna in the episodes are overlapping as well.
yeah.
Hmm.
And
Because the Albertosaurus are in both, and it's the same Albertosaurus.
it's very redundant. Like, you have an extra episode where you can go anywhere you want, and then you just do Dinosaur Park Formation again. It's kind of telling for the low budget they had that they kind of had to do that, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I hope, and this is a lot of people hoping, that if this does well, you'll hear some opinions of this. Gojira's not very excited. I am for the premise of future things. One, if this does well, then that means we could get a season 2, or whatever, or a sequel, or whatever, that has a bigger budget.
What Dom said is pretty accurate. Like, he's excited for it. I am not excited for it. What about you, Doc? What do you think?
I mean, I'm kind of excited. I always love seeing dinosaurs. We were spoiled by Prehistoric Planet with how good the dinosaurs looked. We're just going to say that now. These are not as incredible photorealistic as the ones.
These are not real dinosaurs that they traveled back in time and took pictures of.
These are bad blender dinosaurs, so to speak.
I don't think they're bad. Some of them look like they came out about a decade ago.
Yes.
Uh,
Which, no, again, Prehistoric Planet. This is going to happen a lot. I do think some of these look like, and I don't want to be mean to Loops, but some of them look like dinosaurs from Loops, and Loops did not look good in its dinosaur sections. The other
Yeah.
sections of Loops is
Some
great.
parts. It
Which-
had really big ups and downs.
Yes, and some of the downs do look like Loops. So,
Honestly, maybe I was a little harsh on Loop, looking back on it.
well, because
Some-
the Arthropleura in Loops is
Yeah.
canon Arthropleura.
That's true.
Paleozoic ones are really good.
Yeah. The Cenozoics, some of those.
And about that documentary. Let's get back
Alright.
to this documentary.
Let's go
Well, yeah. So here are Montosaurus, but with
Mhm.
this documentary, if it does well, there have been inklings of possibly doing the other two
Okay.
Walking Withs, and if we can get Walking with Beasts again with a bigger budget than this,
Mm,
that could
that'd be
better.
exciting. I'd
Because
love to see a
Cenozoic,
Sebekid.
Leviathan, I'm okay. I don't care if we get Megalodon again. I'd actually want to see what Megalodon done by BBC.
I mean,
Maybe.
we did get that in Chased by Sea Monsters, and they kind of peaked with that.
That's true. But Leviathan, oh, the other thing, Kenneth Branagh is not coming back.
Sadly,
Ah, no.
it's. I think the narrator. Let me
The
look up.
narrator's apparently pretty good and
Uh,
pretty all now. But the issue is it's not Kenneth Branagh, and it will never be Kenneth Branagh.
Bertie Carvel, which never heard of him, and
From Game of Thrones, apparently, but that doesn't help
Yeah,
because
I
everyone
never
is.
watched Game of Thrones.
let me
Wow.
wait. He was in Game of Thrones. Like,
I saw something saying it was in Game of Thrones. It might literally be for one episode.
Anyway, we talked about dinosaurs here. So these are Edmontosaurus?
Yes, Anectons, specifically.
Oh, that's cool. And, I mean,
Oh, wait.
I will
No, it's
just
not. It's Regalis.
say-
It has the head thing. It's Regalis. Excuse me.
Regardless, okay. And I will say, we know they traveled in massive herds like this. We have bone beds of literally tens of thousands of Edmontosaurus.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell from an aerial view, but the average size for these things was about 40 feet long. And
Yeah.
weighing up to
They got
and
pretty
over
big.
10 tons.
This is a house on
It's
walking sticks.
it is an elephant size, like big elephant.
Big boy.
We have fragmentary, maybe not even fragmentary. I think we have a skull of an Edmontosaurus that, scaling it to more complete specimens, would probably be over 50 feet long.
Yeah,
We
I
do.
believe there's one that rivals Shant. Shant's on average bigger, but I think there's a skull that
Yeah.
rivals Shant.
Yeah, Shant's like 15 meters, like 50 feet.
Shant's are just a monster. I don't care what anyone says. It's a monster.
It is a monster.
Insert the
It's
image of the
no.
two Shantungosaurus from Wikipedia in a museum. They look too big, but that's just how big they are.
They're
the biggest
literally-
non-sauropod dinosaur.
They're sauropods trapped in hadrosaur bodies.
Yeah, no. Anyways, let's continue because I have 20 minutes
Yes.
now. Okay, this is Loose
Titanosaur.
Titan.
Lucititan. Okay, so we're going to Portugal.
Yeah.
The only non-Cretaceous episode.
Unfortunately.
Aw. Yeah, the Triassic really doesn't get enough love.
We get
Yeah.
no ocean stuff, which is so sad because I would love to do a cruise
No
speed.
oceans, no like dedicated flying, no strange creatures. It just
But we're done with the strange creatures thing. We could still get those. There are weird things from
Mm-hmm.
Portugal, and there are weird things in the Hell Creek. But yeah, we are getting on Capristus.
yeah,
I don't know.
which
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's true.
But yeah, so that's the other issue with this Walking With. I say issue. Obviously, with a lesser budget, they are just focusing on the dinosaurs. This is not Walking with Dinosaurs as in the Mesozoic period. This is Walking with Dinosaurs as in dinosaurs.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it sucks because the best episodes of Walking with Dinosaurs are the ones that don't focus on dinosaurs.
Not just that. So here's the thing. With the original Walking with Dinosaurs, there were 6 episodes and they each had a self-contained story. But there was an overarching narrative that this is how the dinosaurs rose, this is them during their heyday, and this is how they came to an end.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That story structure, especially since it's been over 20 years, I think you can do that again. Especially
Because
since
it's
you've learned
changed.
so much more about so many of those environments.
And
Take the same time, but go somewhere else. Show the diversity of life.
speaking of environments, like one of the best things about the original Walking with Dinosaurs is the environments actually feel alive. They focus on not just the dinosaurs, but like how the plants evolved alongside them,
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
all the small creatures, how the environment like helped shape these dinosaurs. And with this, it just doesn't have that feeling.
And mind you, this is only a 1-minute trailer. The show does not exist yet. It comes out June 16th. But there are inklings of what Gojira is saying that this is possible. Now, mind you, we could be wrong. We're hopefully wrong. I want this to be wrong. There's also the other issue is nostalgia. We all grew up on Walking With. These two on dinosaurs, me with Walking With Beasts specifically. But, so that might be the other issue, that the expectations are so high that it would never live up to it unless it was literally the same exact thing with different dinosaurs with the animation level of Prehistoric Planet, which is something we cannot expect.
Well, we could expect with Prehistoric Planet, but I don't know. Like, again, it's kind of a Godzilla 98 situation in that if it was titled literally anything else, I think people would be more forgiving. But when it's Walking with Dinosaurs, there's a certain standard that has to reach.
That's fair.
It doesn't reach that standard. Not even close.
Which is, yeah. Well, let's get to the duck, because it quacks.
Well, hey,
Told you
first,
It quacks.
swim.
It quacks.
Yep. I told you it swam. I told you.
Oh, yeah, no.
okay, but I want to celebrate that we're not just getting Spinosaurus, we're getting baby Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which, cute little guy.
It quacks, and I love... I've now subscribed to the idea that Spinosaurus wasn't a crocodile on 2 legs. It was actually just a giant duck. It was just a 60-foot long duck. In every way that means. It was evil, it ate anything it could fit in its mouth, but it also waddled around and made funny noises.
But I would also have beef with this thing, just as I do have beef with ducks or
Yeah.
geese.
It's so pretty. But yeah, the other thing that this takes a big stance is that Spinosaurus swam and hunted while it swims. We'll get to that later. Which
Okay.
Which kind of
It is controversial to some people, but I don't know. We know it swam. We know it ate fish.
no,
well,
I don't
some
care.
people think it can swim, but those people are wrong.
there are major paleontologists on both sides of this argument. So we have opinions, which we've said, but yes.
Speaking about the design itself, I do want to comment on. It's kind of cool they're showing it front on like this, because this is a view we don't see with a lot of
It
dinosaurs.
looks so weird and dumb, which is perfect. It should.
Well, yeah, and it's just not a view a lot of people see. Dinosaur skulls and bodies in general are generally very narrow. Like, they're very thin. They're a lot thinner than you think. They're not mammals.
Yeah. All right, let's go. I have limited time. Sorry.
Well, I also... Last thing then.
Oh, baby.
I think the sail should be higher. Unless it's
from
like really far back in the water.
my guess is it's really raising its head above the water to carry its baby. Like its head's
Maybe.
like it's actually raising its neck.
Oh,
up.
is it doing the alligator like peeping thing? Where,
That's
like,
what I'm
the tail's at
guessing
the
it's
bottom?
doing, where it's like literally raising its head to keep its baby above the water.
Okay.
Dude.
Oh, baby trike.
This thing,
Baby trike. This thing I do like.
it's so good. It's such a little gremlin. I love it so much. It has a weirdly spiky frill. I don't know why, and I love it.
It's
I'm
really
not a huge fan of the colors though.
yeah. It's pretty bland color-wise, but
Forest
morphology.
grain for a baby that lives in the forest.
That's fair.
And
I don't know,
the adult is pretty colorful.
Oh, we get to, it looks glow in the dark, but we'll get to that. Let's continue.
Okay.
Paleontologists and unnamed Chasmosaurian.
Which, yeah,
Oh, we didn't talk about the lips.
the lips, they look like bloodhound lips. Like, they're way too puffy.
They're too
They're
thick.
apparently not.
Well, they look puffy when their mouths are closed, so...
Well, what I mean by that is apparently there's a lot of evidence for that big puffy lips in Tyrannosaurs. People
Really?
looked into this because they thought it was wrong and stupid, and apparently it's not.
Which, I don't know. It just doesn't translate well, and...
The
I'm not a-
animation that weird looks shiny, but yeah.
yeah, and
Also, I love the little coat of feathers they have on the upper half.
Oh, everything has fuzz. It's great.
Probably had
Oh,
that.
God.
It's great.
the feathers I like. The colors on the face are too splotchy. Like, it looks like it's a sloppy job. Like, if it was just like on the crests or the top of the
No, splash of
ridge
paint.
spout, sure,
I mean,
but
birds have colors like. Have you seen a turkey?
That's
well, turkeys aren't
weird.
turkeys aren't ambush predators, so they don't need that garish coloring.
The other issue is there are hawks and king vultures are actual hunters and are bright red and yellow. So
I don't know. Especially with an animal like Albertosaurus that might have hunted in packs. I think it having brighter colors, I think it's fine.
the Rex isn't bright. It's just the Albertosaurus.
Also, is oh, okay. My computer is casting a shadow, so
Yeah, I see that. Anyways,
Oh, well.
let's continue.
Let's get to
Edmontonia, right?
Gastonia.
Estonia.
Gastonia. Okay.
Yes.
I do like that one.
It looks so good. It looks.
Oh no.
Okay. Half a second. Half a second.
That we'll get to.
Baby Pachyrhinosaurus. Cool.
It's so big. It's beautiful. It's so
Pretty good.
big.
Like, I like the model. Like, the CGI is kind of rough, but the model itself,
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna judge more model. Its head is so big and dumb because it's a child and it looks perfect.
Yeah. And sure, the CGI looks a little rough, but I think we might have that complaint a lot.
Yeah, I've accepted the lesser grade of CGI after
Which-
watching this. This
Oh,
thing,
I like
Oh.
this.
No, I
This is
hate
better
this.
than
It's
Dragonis.
so bad.
infinitely, because that's
I-
where it's very located on the skull.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this looks stupid.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay,
Uh.
let's break this down first. Okay, so this is obviously a sauropod. Maybe Camarasaurus?
This is Lucititan still.
This is
It's
still
Lucititan.
okay. Lucititan.
Yeah.
Okay, well, still, Lucititan is a type of sauropod called a macronarian.
Yeah.
A macronarian means literally huge nares, big nose holes, because a lot of their skulls have these huge holes in them where their nostrils came out.
On the top of the head, too.
On the top of the head. It has been proposed before, with pretty decent reason, they might have had display structures, or like displays there.
Like a
At
hooded seal,
least
exactly.
bright colors, maybe air sacs like this. And
I could easily see this, yeah.
yes.
I
I'd
look
be
stupid,
surprised.
but birds
I-
look stupid.
I would be surprised if there was if there was never a macronarian with this kind of structure.
I would agree.
I don't know. Like, this is just too out there for me. This is
Have you seen what birds? Sorry.
well,
Sage grouse
well,
do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
they aren't 50-ton giants, and they're not built the same way as sauropods.
Camels do the exact same thing.
Well,
Camels are worse.
Camels are way
Camel-
worse. Camels inflate
aren't
the
dinosaurs.
inside of their mouth.
Camels aren't dinosaurs, so
Well, exactly.
I don't know. This was almost certainly inspired by the
Oh.
Dreadnoughtus in Prehistoric Planet.
I think
I
this
think-
is infinitely better.
Plausible
Oh,
way to do it.
this is infinitely worse.
Yeah,
like,
this is
sorry,
worse?
I prefer the Dreadnoughtus tangerine neck. Like that looks reasonable. This looks stupid.
stupid in nature. That's my opinion. It looks like a hooded seal. Hooded seals do the exact same thing. So,
It looks
anyways, let's
stupid.
continue. Oh yeah, that.
I do like the different
There's
environments.
Yarkid
Ooh,
with Pachyrhinosaurus.
Dinosaurs.
I like the Pachyrhinosaurus.
Look at the baby. It wakes up mom.
Mhm.
Okay, we don't know what this is. It's
Hmm?
unnamed dinosaur from Chem. I'm tentatively saying it's probably just going to be called Paralotitan because
Mhm.
there is an unnamed one from Chem, but Paralotitan's safe to say.
It's safer. Like,
Yeah.
I would assume Paralotype.
Yeah,
It's a
and,
nice
and they
model.
look good too.
Boring.
It looks nice.
They went for a different style of armor than you usually see on Titanosaurs.
I actually like that. It's not.
I
I actually like this. The
I-
shoulder on it.
So
It looks alright.
I'm almost wondering if they're gonna have a scene of two of them fighting and they like press against each other with their shoulders or something.
Funny you
We'll-
should say that.
We'll get to that. Continue.
Okay, I've only seen this once, so if they showed it and I forgot, I'm sorry. I feel like that's very plausible behavior, though. Tyrannosaur hunting?
Killing unnamed is darkened.
This is cool to show. We know theropods hunted pterosaurs, at least when they could.
And this is probably the most plausible way of doing it: grabbing it by the foot and slamming the bag of shrapnel into the ground.
Like, I think this is a callback to the Walking with Dinosaurs 3D movie.
Oh,
Or-
you're probably right.
Oh.
Actually,
Did that one have an Albertosaurus hunting?
yes, that was the main villain. It was Gorgosaurus. Yes, but same thing. Similar
Yeah.
things.
Swap the shot, and it's almost 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucititan.
wow, what do you
Yeah,
know?
The Lucititan fighting. It is
Okay.
Lucititan.
I do like the Spinosaurus. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, shoulder butting. Absolutely a behavior I could see them doing, especially with just how big and reinforced
I can see that.
a lot of sauropod shoulders were. Like, this is cool.
Yes. The
Uh,
Spinosaurus looks good. By the way, that's Kark. It's a blurry
Oh.
image of Kark.
Oh, you're okay. I thought that was a sail up there. Does it have its tail up?
Nope. It's,
No, that
I think that's a tree trunk?
It's a tree. That is a tree.
Oh,
And
you're
the-
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
yeah, I
it-
can see it. That's
It's a
cool.
blurry image of Kark. We have nothing, it's just we're getting Kark. Which is cool.
Oh yeah,
Shh.
and also
I like the
dated
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. It looks good.
Also,
Good.
we'll get to this later, but it appears the instigator in this case is the smaller one. We see that later.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
alright.
Utah Raptor.
Yes.
I like the Utah Raptor.
We
Like,
do
I
get
like
blood in this, actually. We'll get to that. There's blood in this.
Ooh,
Which is
Jurassic
better than...
Park.
Utahraptor means Cedar Mountain Formation for at least an episode.
Yes. Well, that's what Gastonia means. Same formation.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
And there's Inferno Dracon.
This poor Triceratops baby.
Yeah. It does perform a dodge, which is cool.
Plot armor activate.
Yeah. Nom nom.
Little forest fire.
Forest fire.
Yeah.
It's Titan again. Look at the babies.
Babies walking like
Ducklings.
ducks. That's
They are
great.
ducks.
Quack, quack. Like, imagine if, like, this was the duck family from regular show.
Oh,
instead of duck
that's
dinosaurs.
adorable.
A baby.
I will say, probably a pretty plausible rendition of a baby Spinosaurus.
Almost. I would agree this is what they looked like.
Like, if it wasn't for Prehistoric Kingdom Spinosaurus, I would agree. Like,
Well,
Prehistoric Baby Spinosaurus is
Yeah.
immaculate.
These don't tail drag, which technically you would think, oh, that means these are more accurate. With Spinosaurus in particular, it doesn't.
No?
Because we
So-
have evidence that it tail dragged, and its tail's so long and heavy that it had to.
Yeah.
But
Of course, it has to be the weird one in every aspect.
no,
Um,
mind
but-
you, it has been proposed that tail dragging for like the entire time would hurt the animal, which I would agree, but it did definitely do it quite a bit of the time. Its tail's so big and heavy.
Okay, and what I meant by a plausible rendition of a baby Spinosaur is
Yeah.
just, this is things we see in baby animals. They have the weird features reduced. So, much smaller crest here, shorter face, very low sail.
It does. Albertosaurus.
Albertosaurus face rubbing. That's a behavior we
Yeah.
think they probably
Also,
did.
actually, in that thing, if you go back a bit more, with this
bit more.
Albertosaurus, with this shot, there,
Okay.
Think
you can
they're
see
different
two more in the
colors?
background.
Okay.
Oh. Huh. Also
I
different
think I
colors.
see one there, and
They are green, not blue. There's three different models. There's the purple, there's a lighter green, and a weird cyan.
okay.
Anyways, let's continue.
Yes.
Sorry.
Lots
Rubbing,
of
rubbing.
nuzzling, apparently.
There, yeah.
Um,
I have no
they're
idea what
show-
this is.
They're showing some Edmontosaurus with and without the comb, so they'll probably make
Yeah.
it like a sexually dimorphic feature, huh?
Either that or was it Nectins and Regalis?
No, Regalis was a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense for Regalis then. But yeah, no, it's probably that. I've also mentioned people like it has more humpiness than the Bone Show. Its back's a lot more raised up. I
Yeah.
actually do like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
I.
Oh,
Oh,
look! Actually, go back. You can see its
Okay.
face slashed.
Ooh.
ooh.
Look at that.
Little
Yeah, we
Jurassic
have blood.
Park effect.
We actually have blood. Yes, we have
Yeah,
blood
really.
in our
It
dinosaur.
had blood.
I would question.
I have more, but
Well, no, I'm curious why a Utahraptor would be attacking a.
Maybe it's absolutely starving.
starving or multiple going after it, and this
Protecting
one just got
babies.
unlucky.
Territory.
That's also true.
Mm.
I could also see just standing its ground. Like these annoying raptors are, because we actually see the Utahraptor sneak up on it earlier, a different one. And the Edmontonia just kind of Gastonia, not Edmontonia, kind of just looks at it and then goes back to eating. So I guarantee this might not even be hunting behavior. It might be the raptors are being curious, and it just gets absolutely walloped because it got too close.
Curious, I could see. Spinosaurus dropped a fish.
Look how pretty! Oh yeah, yeah, but look, it's the mother. It's the paler one attacking the bigger one. You can see the
Oh.
stripes
Alright.
on its face.
Okay.
Nice.
Look how pretty.
Triceratops looked good. I really like the color.
Oh, and of course they
frill coloring.
tease a tiny shot of a T-Rex.
Oh no!
Oh,
This is,
like-
oh no! It's not the full scene. It's this part.
It's
of
right-
the
Is right behind me, isn't he?
I think well, one. Look at the Rex. Look how cute he is. He just
Uh,
wants to
smug.
snag.
I know. Mm,
He wants
like,
to snag.
again, it's way too. Why do I envision Tigger's voice with that T-Rex?
I think that's perfect.
Mm.
I love him so much. Also,
Okay.
these.
Well,
I also do love the
go ahead.
brain deadness of the Inferno Dracon in this scene. Just completely clueless.
yeah, and okay, real quick. So this loop in Prehistoric Planet, where do you rank their Rexes?
I haven't seen this Rex fully.
Okay. I would say prehistoric planets, then Loop, and then this.
You like Loops more than this.
I hate Loop's Rex. Loop's Rex is a circle.
Ugly.
Life on
It
our
has
planet
too many teeth.
Rex it has potential. Like if it needs like a if it had some tweaks to it, I think it could work. I like the coloring on it. I like its proportions. But
Ooh,
this
my
one,
time is up, boys. I need to head to work, but with this trailer good, I wish this part of the trailer showed more because it's missing the best part of the meme, because this has been memed already, like Carnotaurus, of the me going after my chicken nuggies. Also go back to the trike, because the trike is very pretty.
Well, really quick,
Yeah.
I would put the monkey soundbite with this thing's face. It looks like it would say that. I like the eye
Yes.
spots.
I like that.
I think they might saying this is like iridescent or glow in the dark or something, because that's how bright it looks. Which would be
Iridescent,
so cool.
Maybe it's just very brightly colored.
Okay. Anyway, you gotta head to work. See you soon.
Yes. See ya.
Right.
And then there were two.
Okay. And then
So
there were
yeah,
two.
the Triceratops looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the eye spots. Oh, that was a really quick hunt.
Yeah, that was pretty abrupt. I guess they wanted to leave off with just the T-Rex, but so I guess we'll leave off with the T-Rex too.
This is literally, you know that picture in Surf's Up with Cody's dad and the orca about to eat him?
Never
This
seen
is
it.
literally it. You never seen Surf's Up?
Nope.
Man, it's amazing. It's a really good movie, and this is kind of the vibe I'm getting with that one shot.
Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna mute it and let it play again. I won't loop it. So final thoughts.
You first.
I know you don't like the animation, but are you excited to see it?
I'm ambivalent. For me, for Walking with Dinosaurs, for a project like that, you need to put in your absolute all. Put in all your resources to make something truly amazing. That's what the original Walking with Dinosaurs was. It was a passion project, and it was completely, nothing we've seen before, and it paid off. It was still the most successful documentary of that type to date, and it's revolutionary. I just don't get that from this. It just feels like another documentary. It feels like Walking with Dinosaurs in name only, basically. So I want to be proven wrong with the actual show, but the trailer doesn't strike me with a lot of confidence.
Fair enough. I'm excited to see it. I wish it was more in the style of the original. I liked the original's narrative. I think it's a good structure.
Yeah.
Again, it's been 20 years. I think it'd be fine to remake it with updated science.
Yeah, you can
Don't go to
do
the same
that.
places. Go to different areas, but it's a good story structure.
Yeah, new species. Do something different, but in that same structure.
Yeah, we don't need to see the Hell Creek again. I'm sorry, we don't.
Hell Creek I can forgive because stuff like T-Rex and Triceratops, they can be great bookmarks for how our understanding of paleontology has changed over the years. And honestly, with how much we've learned about T-Rex and Triceratops since 1999, I'm okay with Hell Creek. Having Hell Creek as an episode, I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see it, but it's gonna have to do something to... If it's not gonna be the original, it has to do something to make itself unique. Otherwise,
Yes.
it is just another dinosaur documentary, and it is Walking with Dinosaurs in name only. Don't be the movie from 2013, but
Oh, Jesus.
do something new, something different.
As awful as the movie is, the dinosaur designs and the way they were animated in that movie were immaculate.
I
Some
agree.
of the best dinosaur animation I've seen in any paleo media, basically. Like, it's just that with the dumb voiceovers and cringe dialogue, it completely ruined it. Maybe this will prove me wrong, maybe watching it in full I'll appreciate it more, but it's got a long ways to go. I am excited for Surviving Earth, though. That one actually looks pretty promising.
Well, then I guess we can bring it to a close. Thank you for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. We have been the Boneheads. Dom is not here to sign off, but Gojira, would you like to?
Yep. This is the Boneheads signing off, and I'm going now to treat my sunburns from today.
And I am going to be preparing for a stream I'm doing later today, so that'll timestamp this, I guess.
Yeah.
We, talking about how some people lie about dinosaurs in science.
If you are excited for this, I hope you have the best time with this series.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments, and have a good one.
See you guys.